Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. 3 things that don't normally happen here on Gaming Off the Grid. A, me wearing my Bret Hart coat. 2, us doing unboxings, so you know there's gotta be something good inside.
And C, Founders KBS. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Alright, here we go. We do not do unboxings very often here on Gaming Off the Grid unless it's something big, something huge. And today we got a package from Limited Run Games that contained what?
The last physical release for the Wii U, and that release was Axiom Verge, and oh my god, this game's incredible.
And it only got 6,000 prints worldwide. And to be such a great game, one of our favorite indie games of all time, and only get 6,000 prints, the fact that we got 2 of them is pretty incredible.
We both got one. You were sending out a text, be like, oh, by the way, Axiom Verge goes on sale tomorrow, goes on sale in an hour, goes on sale in 30 minutes, goes on sale now.
Well, I wanted, a lot of my friends I was sending those texts to because we have said multiple times on the channel, the Wii U is the Sega Saturn of this generation.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And as a collector, but not only that, this game is an amazing game. And you know what? I don't really want to call it a game anymore. I want to call this game an art piece. And this game is a work of art. The music, the art style, everything is just incredible. And to have that be the swan song, the game that gets released on the Wii U that is a dead console, 6,000 games sold out in like less than 12 hours. I think it was maybe even quicker than that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy. And there were people chomping at the bit to get this game. And you can't go wrong because this is literally the best way to play this game is on the Wii U. You have the 2 screens, the tablet.
The tablet is awesome because you can easily switch your weapons. You can see the map.
Yes.
It's just the best way to play it. They do have it for the PS4.
And we've played it on both, so we know what we're talking about.
Yeah. But the Wii U is the preferred way. But this is technically an unboxing video, so let's talk about what was in the box.
Yeah, so a lot of cool stuff. The first thing I'll kind of show that I think is pretty cool, quality is a big deal when you're talking about art, and that's how I know who was ever involved in this project was kind of paying attention. Now, this whole project was caught up in litigation.
Yes.
There was a whole, this was almost never going to happen, which really sucks, but thanks to Limited Run Games, it's working and it's here and we got it. But the print, it's a matte finish. So front side, a poster, but the back side is a map.
Yes.
And here's why this is cool. Old school gamers of the 8-bit and 16-bit era know that, looking at a map online or being able to pause it and look at a map sucks. I want this thing on the floor in front of me, be on the floor, on my knees with the controller, tracing my path.
That's called really freaking nostalgia. That was like when you were a kid and looking at a Nintendo Power or like a guide, which they don't even have those anymore. And this, I love that they did this because the map is so crucial in this game. And so crucial.
The weird part is we've played the shit out of this game, but I'm like, dude, I want to play this right now with the physical map sitting in front of us.
Yeah,
like literally pinned up right there.
And go.
Yeah. So very, very cool. This art piece came with an art book, which is very, very cool. Shows you, kind of the drawing, level design of the characters, things like that. Again, just something you can feel, something you can touch. We've said so many times on this channel, there's not instruction manuals, there's nothing in games anymore. So this is really, really neat. We haven't spent a ton of time thumbing through here, but we can tell that it's quality.
And then it comes with the original soundtrack on CD, which this game has one of the best soundtracks I've ever heard. We have it on vinyl. The vinyl is white. It is incredible. We listen to it, not even just background music, and it's so sweet. And that's what we're gonna do with this. It's gonna be on in the game room. I'm so excited. 18 tracks. And then it comes with a making of documentary, which is so cool. I love learning about how games were made and like the process and being like, wow, it took them this long to do that? That's crazy.
And then they tacked a speed run on at the end of that. So
at the end, there's a speed run in the game with commentary, which I love myself some speed runs.
Yeah.
So that's so sweet.
So there was this multiverse edition of this game released on the PS4, but we have that version, and it did not come with the soundtrack, which is bizarre to me because this is a bold statement, but this is, I literally think that this is the best video game soundtrack ever that I've ever heard.
It is front to back. It's a work of art. The entire thing is a work of art.
Yeah.
Like the game just...
it's hard to say that it's
incredible.
the best one of all time because we haven't played every game ever that existed. But the second we heard the music, we were like, yeah, we're going to play this game nonstop.
It's so freaking sweet.
So it's incredible. And then last and certainly not least, here it is. The last
tangible
physical release on the Wii U. You know, somebody could swoop in and print another thing that they could call the last, but man, I hope they don't, because having Axiom Verge as your last physical release on the console, what a way to go out.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have the most success with the Wii U. It was kind of confused. It didn't know what it wanted to be. We wouldn't have the Switch if it wasn't for the Wii U, and we love the Wii U.
You know, the Wii U's so
and for it to
cool.
go out with a limited run games production, 6,000 copies of one of the best indie games we've ever played, that is a big deal. And if you don't get fired up about that, you might be on the wrong channel, because that's a really big thing. So, speaking of big things,
what do you think of KBS by Founders?
So we've been going after this beer yearly for a few years now. And I've got to say that this does not disappoint. This is another good batch. It's a little different from year to year. I think this is a beer that you probably need to be a stout fan to enjoy, because it's really thick.
Very thick and very rich, but it's just Founders knows what they are freaking doing, and it's so good. You can taste that bourbon barrel agedness, but it's not too attacky, and then there's that chocolate and that coffee.
Well, you bring up a good point. Barrel-aged stouts here in the last, I feel like, few years have gotten really aggressive on that barrel-aged aspect of
I
it.
think what they're doing, you know how IPAs are going down the same route. People are just making them stronger and stronger to show like who's the biggest bee in the hive. No.
Yeah, you're right. And you know, we've talked a lot about on this channel, outside of our area, I think Founders is one of our mutually favorite breweries, and their balance in their beers is just unprecedented. And the quality, you know, when you drink this, you read on the bottle, you know, the chocolate, the coffee, the bourbon barrels, like these are singing in perfect harmony in this beer. And our good friend BK, who is a big fan of the channel and has supported this from the early days, he was telling us about this beer, and so we wanted to pick it up. And so cheers to you, BK. We really appreciate the recommendation. Even though we probably would have got it anyway because we have it every year, but knowing that you enjoyed some on your side of the states is pretty awesome. So cheers, man. We really appreciate it and all your support. But yeah, this is a real quick episode, but a game that we love, a beer that we love, for a system that we love, and we think it's the swan song for the Wii U. So we thought it deserved our attention. We don't do a ton of unboxings, but this one moved the needle for us for sure.
Yes.
If you haven't checked out Axiom Verge, you need to do it. If you haven't listened to the soundtrack, you need to do it. If you haven't been over to limitedrungames.com,
oh, yes,
you have to do it. Our channel is smaller than a gnat on an elephant's ass, so they are not giving us any kickbacks to say that. That's really real words from the heart. And as always, we appreciate you tuning in and all your continuous support of the channel. Without that, I don't know what we would do. We'd probably still do it, but no one would watch. So we greatly appreciate that, and you subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Tooties.
Tutti Fruities.
And two, us doing unboxing. So you know what? That means there must be something good inside.
And there's also a third thing.
Oh, dang it. Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. Two things, yeah.
Founders KBS. If you're new to the channel, fart yourself to bed.
To sleep every night because it smells so bad that you pass out.
That's called that's the Italian hot pocket.
Yeah. It's a little different than the regular hot pocket and the Alabama hot pocket.
Yeah.